Right, good morning everyone. It is the 11th of February. It's been a while since I've made a video. I think it was around Christmas time was the last time I posted out. Main reason is my mate came over from the UK and spent like 3.5 weeks with me. So although my pond maintenance was all kept up, I didn't do any filming because I was hanging out with my mate that I haven't seen in about 3 years. So we went and did a load of trips, a few nights away here and there. So but I'm back at it now. So I lost most of January. The 4th week of January the wife went to China for a holiday, so I started a new project which I'll get into in a minute. But I thought I'd just share with you a couple of things I ordered from the UK, which is another water test kit because my current one is nearly out. Most of it's empty now, so that come in the nick of time. Also, I've got this paramedic kit. I've seen James the Koi Whisperer was using this, so it's got like the sleepy juice in there in case you need to sedate a koi or whatever, and just some little bits of medicine really for cleaning up wounds and stuff like that. And it's got like if it's got an open wound, you can put a sealer on it, so it's basically waterproof, I believe, when the koi goes back into the pond. So that's really going to be helpful if ever I need to use it. I've got a book as well. What was it? Last year, I believe it was, Perky from Koi Services showed a book that he always used and that he's had for many years. But that specific book he had, I only found 1 or 2 copies of it, and I believe it was over £150, I think, from the ones that I found. So I didn't go with that option, but I found this one. I got this one off of eBay. I think it was a £5, so probably like 200 Thai baht, so it's not too bad. But I've read like 14 pages into it at the moment, but actually it looks quite good. So it goes into detail, lots of different stuff, but I am gonna go through and read this one, and I'm sure that'll help me out in the future. I finally got my microscope, so it's come for Christmas. So if any problems occur and I need to work out what parasites that I may have or any other issues going on, then I can use that. So wife got me that for Christmas, and she's also got me this for Christmas. This is the Resun LP60, which is 70 litres a minute. It's quite a considerable size unit, and the reason I've got this, I don't have any problems with my air pump working for its current use. However, I have always had problems with my air pumps. The reason for that is, so this one here is apparently 70 litres a minute as well, and if people saw my original videos where I was testing out the moving bed in this barrel, second barrel, and also having the air stones running in the pond as well, it wasn't man enough for the job. So when you take into comparison this size unit, which is apparently 70 litres, the one currently running is 70 litres, I doubt very much that is a 70 litre pump in the back. So this should have been set up already. However, I bought a 4-tier stand for it, and the sizes was spot on because I measured it and I looked for one and I found it, and it's going down here on the floor. As you can see, I've got that distance from there to there. It came, size was spot on, but unfortunately it ain't strong enough. I can't risk putting it on because this is about 3.5 kilos, so it's too heavy for the stand. So until I find a new stand, that's not being fitted. So bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. So like I said, as usual, all the maintenance has been carrying on, nothing's changed. My air blower went out for repair. It was opened up and it found that the actual frame of the air blower had broken and it was exposing the gearbox inside. I have no idea how that happened because I've never mistreated it. But anyway, it can't be repaired because they can't find the outer casing for the complete unit. And the other one that I bought, the red one, is about as useful as a chocolate teapot. So I'm going to have to buy another air blower, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is like the most important part of my filter system really, in order to clean it, especially barrel one. So I'm going to have to go and buy a new one, so I'll probably sort that out within the next week. But during January, because the air blower was down, I removed everything from the filter systems apart from barrel one, and I fully cleaned it out, but it wasn't that bad. It was a lot better than I thought, so I was quite happy with that, but I stripped it down and cleaned it anyway. Everything else with the ponds are all good. What I'm going to do, the 4th week of January I started building or preparing a new pond, which is going to go over where my original main pond was, and I'm going to add the footage in now of what I've done, and call this part 1 of the new pond build. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do it because I'm just going to do it in bits and bobs really. So it will get done this year. I just don't know in what month it will be finished. So I will show you the footage of what I've been up to over the last week of January and up until yesterday. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Right, apologies, the camera battery died, and by the time it charged up I'd already finished clearing the rest of the trees and whatnot, and I've already laid the floor, the extension to the floor, which is 9 extra slabs and a load of concrete. So this bit down here is just so the water can run off, and it's also been done at the back, but I've stoned it along here as well. So that's the start of the new pond build. It's going to be 3.3 meters long. Haven't worked out how wide it will be yet, if it will be the same width. If so, it would be about 1.5 meters wide, and the height is also undecided. I think it's 55 centimeters high at the moment, so I might go to a meter, but we shall see. Another little project that I've done this morning is from my dechlorinator. I've set up a valve so I can turn it on to feed the main pond over there. So I've basically hard piped it along this wall and then hose piped it all the way along that wall, and then it's hard piped. I'll quickly walk you around and show you. So the hose pipe comes underneath the triple tower and this goes up there into the main pond. So theoretically I could have an auto top-up system on this now, but I'm not going to do that because the house is pump fed and it would just be a bit of a nightmare, I think. Reason I did that really is because I always had to unwind the hose pipe and then clamp the hose pipe with one of these clips onto the pond. So I don't have to do that anymore. Just got to flip the old valve and turn the water on. So that saves probably 3 minutes a day, but there you go, never mind, or whenever I top up the water. And then so this one's going to the main pond, and then this one can go into this pond. So I haven't hard piped this one in yet because obviously the pond's going to be changing. So that's that part of the project done. The next part is to extend the roof. So I need to go out and get some more framework, either be wood, bamboo or metal, so I can extend the top to come all the way out here. So that base there will be going roughly there. So as and when I do anything else, I'll come back to you. But the floor is done and ready to go. Alright, good morning. It is a new day, Monday, and I'm going to take down nearly all of this roof today. I'm just going to leave up the black tarp on the left, just a sunshade, just to give the koi some cover today. And then tomorrow I will be extending the roof. I've got the framework that's down there, just a load of wood, a lot heavier duty than what's on there now because the framework's just made out of bamboo, so that should last a hell of a lot longer. I mean, that bamboo's been up over 18 months I think in total, really, all of that bamboo. I've never changed any of that, so it's lasted really well. So I'll put you on a time lapse, see how long the battery camera lasts, and then probably Right, good afternoon. It is now Tuesday and I have finished like 95% of the extended roof now. I've just got a few little bits and bobs to tidy up, and that's about it really. Well, I didn't film it basically because it's only 4 pieces of timber, too long, take the width of the roof and however wide, but it was the same width. I've only extended the length, so it wasn't much to film. My dad came over and helped me, which was really nice, so extra pair of hands made it easier just to hold up the old framework while we drilled it. But yeah, that is about it really. I'll probably put up a bit more bamboo on the sides, or maybe some bamboo fencing style stuff, but I haven't worked it out, but the majority of it is done, so I'll probably leave it on this video for part 1 of the new pond build. That's having the floor base down and the roof. So next will be to work out what liner I'm going to use, and then go and order up the metal so we can weld up a new pond frame. So I'll come back to you in part 2 whenever I start doing that stuff.